Okay, so we're fighting Vladimir. I won't lie, he's boring to fight.
By force of will.
For Syndra particularly, she has interesting issues against non-mana based mid laners because they can push and spam abilities constantly. While she can be threatening with hers, she runs out of mana rather stiffly, and that's the end of her laning phase until she goes back. So this means you can harass down Vlad, burn through his pots. He's healing through with his Q all the while, and then you run out of gas, and he just laughs, heals up to full, and you can't do anything at that point because you're out of mana. You can't even wave clear. So it's often functionally more better to sit back, kind of like threaten him, but don't waste your abilities if you can. So that way you can keep your farm up, you can get your levels, and then around 3 to 5, depending on how the lane is going, you can actually start to forward dropping damage on him. Post game start, when you are doing first buy for items, Vlad has like a couple different options. He can go MR for Negatron or like Hextech Revolver into a bunch of damage. It kind of depends what he's trying to do. If Vlad goes damage, you can kill him afterwards. If he goes Negatron, he's a real giant pain to deal with. You literally just cannot break through his healing, and you cannot kill him typically by yourself. Damage Vlad is not nearly as bad, but he can be a pain too. But smart setup can beat him. You can't really beat Negatron by yourself. Come away from Crimson Rush. Like Victor, Vlad can, wait, is that $20 rush? Oh my god. Oh god. I can't do it in the middle of an instructional video. Anyway, back to Vlad. A little bit of harass. I mean, watch his health bar for like the next minute here, and you'll see what I mean. Like, he didn't pop Dark Seal or anything. Alright, Vi gank. Got bumped because of the ward. Oh, I didn't drag him. Oh well. Waste all around. I missed a couple critical stuns right there. So that's a good example of some bad plays that happen right there. Out of mana, it's on his turret. I'm also going to go back and I'm just going to second Doran's Ring for mana sustain. Caliber, rest in peace. And Red Ward, there we go. Ideally, if you go back, you'd get a Lost Chapter or something. But if you go below this item threshold, Lost Chapter, Tear of the Gods, whatever, you can go second Doran's. Dark Seal is really good if you don't need mana sustain. Like if you're going Lost Chapter, Dark Seal to buy, that's pretty strong. But Dark Seal is nowhere near comparable to Doran's Rings for mana sustain purposes. So, kind of an awkward buy for both of us. We're going back a little bit prematurely. Let's see what he gets. Because he's not high enough, I think, for... Yeah, he didn't go X-Ax Twin Boots and MR. So this is a defensive building Vlad, which means he'll be a pain to deal with. Vi does a lot of physical damage and she's a good ganker, so we can actually kill him, kind of. If we can actually, like, hit spells.
This power
So it's pushing towards me. An issue to run into right here, and this will show it very well, is that Vlad can pop his Q when Syndra's doing her stun combo onto him, and he will do damage. If he's doing Blood Rush, he'll do a lot of damage and a lot of healing, so he ultimately goes neutral or wins the trade. It's really irritating. Because the speed of her stun combo is slow enough that he can get in range to do it before he actually gets stunned. So, he walks into range, the stun combo is animating, the stun's flying at him, he's in range, his ability procs, he gets stunned, the ability resolves, he does damage and heals massively. So you kind of have to do a long range snipe on him to really stop him from doing that kind of trade. But that's risky for different reasons, because if he's anticipating you doing that, he'll actually pop, maybe flash or whatever, go over and like hard engage, go for the kill. He's got tricks to get around Syndra's stun that makes him a pain to deal with.
I am in control.
Attack trades are kind of pointless because his Q doesn't cost him anything but cooldowns. If he Qs and he got attack, that's kind of neat, but honestly he just steals back all the damage you do, so it's like almost not even worth doing.
My potential is limitless. Easily.
Worth noting is that Syndra can do general range advantage on Vlad. He has to use his Crimson Rush or something similar to actually get in range. I wasn't paying attention. Good night. I warded that area specifically to catch Lee Sin for doing it. I wasn't looking at the minimap, so I wasn't countering it. Oh well, he burned Ignite. There's that, I guess.
Let them try to stop me.
So he didn't go back, so I do have a bit of damage advantage right now.
This power is mine to command.
And like that, I managed to kill him because he messed up. So I lost advantage and I got it back through his misplay. This is very important.
More. I can be so much more.
Through air quotes boring lanes, ones that are like Anivia, Morgana, Vlad, or whatever, really good denial specialists, people who you cannot do much to after a certain point, Twist of Fate, etc. It pays that when you get kills, if you don't die after getting those kills, you have advantage on people who you normally wouldn't get it against. Keeping that advantage will permanently put you ahead of them. So in this case, if I didn't die to Lee Sin, for example, let's just say, I didn't die to Lee Sin, but I killed Vlad. In the rest of the laning phase, I'm probably not going to kill Vlad again. But I have that one kill, I'm not falling behind CS, so I'm always that little bit ahead of him until he roams. And then at which point, my duty is either roaming after him, or getting the turret, or whatever the game state is. What?
People fear what they cannot understand.
Did you seriously? Okay. Be my guess. Oh, of course there is. And dived again. Did my E-wave clear and died because I didn't have my stun. As the danger of doing that wave clear pattern is you get ganked by people like these then. So, doing that, died. Down an advantage. Get boots, start run this. Notably, Vlad did get Merc Res, instead of a Natron, and he went Hex Tech. So he's gonna go into Protobelt most likely. Wait, does Hex Tech even go into Protobelt? Yes, it does. So he's probably gonna get Protobelt. That's standard Vlad build, and then not having full stun duration means you cannot ult Vlad and kill him during the Syndra stun. You literally have to bait out his pool mechanic. One of those days I get canned by Lee Sin. Oh, I got stuck on the wall, that sucks. Learning my lesson and not using my E. That's literally the reason I died. I didn't have my E. Push it in. So at this point, if I can't kill him solo, or I can't get Vi to help me or whatever, he's permanently got advantage. He'll stay ahead of me through that kill. With Ignite, since he didn't go Negatron, the Merc Tread sucks, but it's dealable. He doesn't have his Kindle Gem, so I might be able to pop him, especially because I went Sword Boots. But it'll be sketchy. If Lee Sin is looking to keep me out of the game, he'll just sit around here and anything I try just won't matter. I don't know what this Vi is doing. She got Dragon at least, but it was a bad Dragon, so whatever. He's being very aggressive. Either he wants to try something or he's baiting me out for Lee Sin. Either way, I'm not looking to fight him really. Wait for his dumb pool to end and then kill him. Lee can pop me because he has his warrior achievement. He's gone full damage. He's going early game snowball Lee Sin. He has to get kills to really do much of anything. Push this wave in. He should be running towards his jungle. Never mind, he's fighting Vi.
This power is mine.
And like Lee Sin does, there he goes, crossing about 3,000 units in the span of 2 seconds. Crisis can't wait. Alright, let's clear that real fast. I want to go back and buy because that gold will help. And he'll be coming back with his buy, which is important to note. Yeah, Protobelt, Merc Treads. This is the damage bot build. The Merc Treads is a little weird. I usually see Ionians, but he's doing it to stop my stun, which is smart. So I'll do damage to him. He does have a bit of HP. He's got some burst with the Protobelt, but nothing usual. Damage is easy to answer on Syndra because you can always play the damage game. You can't beat raw tankiness. Her kit's not built to beat tankiness.
By force of will.
This is why I love fighting Zeds who go like Dirk over. What the? Okay, I was going for my blue buff. I guess I'm dodging Nautilus at the same time. It's totally intended. 100% plan.
More. I can be so much more. Easily.
That's fine. Multi-AoE scatter. There we go, folks.
Let them try to stop me.
Okay, that was messy. First turret blood, teleports, kills, all around. Okay, great turnaround. So, in general, this applies after laning phase when dealing with Vlad and crew.
This power is mine to command.
If they're going for you, and this actually really applies to everyone, if they're going for you as Syndra specifically, and you can afford to kite back and waste their time, you are doing what's called soft tanking. You're drawing aggro and attention to yourself. You're not taking damage, but that damage is not going to your allies. So if Vlad ults me by myself and not my allies, and I run away and Vlad's chasing me, he's wasting all his time and getting something he can't catch. Yep, full combo. About 40%. Okay.
People fear they cannot.
Also, neat little trick right there. I kind of mumbled out. By doing rotations like that and just knowing how much damage you do, okay, I hit QWE, I take off 40% of Vlad's life. No fancy spreadsheets, nothing that's just like, I spent 300 hours in Excel or something like that. It's literally, I do a rotation, I note how much damage that rotation does. Sketchy. Vlad and Twitch and Lee Sin explodes on us a lot easier. Says Real and Shan have not scaled up too much.
Easily.
Vi dying kind of sucks, but oh well, that's what she does. Caught me on the corner. He doesn't have ghosts, so he can't keep following me. If he pulled my stun, I'd be dead right now. That was actually his bad. If he, because he didn't pull fast enough, expecting my stun to stop him. Honestly, that's gone. I'm not gonna worry about it. I don't even have my ultimate to scare Lee Sin with, like it's on cooldown, so. I would like to go up and get that farm. Frankly, it's too risky. Nah. Although, unfortunately, not getting it means I don't get blasting once. That's actually a bad recall. I should have waited for that creep wave. Noting that for the future. Because going back for hunting guys and blasting one would have been better for a single recall. Now I have to go back twice to get that blasting one. Or I don't go back at all, so I don't actually have any of this gold spent. Hence, waiting 5 seconds can actually save you like 30 seconds in the future. And optimizing your recalls is a very big thing, because you will be punished for your recalls. Perhaps not in like the vast majority of games, but it is a specific mechanic that if you know to look for, and your enemy knows how to look for, it will hurt when it gets abused. Because there is a amount of time you will have to cross the map. It takes time traveling. No response, return for us. Good.
So much more.
I keep doing this thumbs up sign, but no one can see it. I'm still a little bit behind in farm for my early CSing being pretty ass, but whatever. I've maintained parity, so for the most part. He's not getting side lane farm, so he's not really accelerating ahead of me. That's literally, it's the early game farm advantage he had.
Let them try to stop me.
So at this point, we're kind of grabbing easy map objectives. Can I help her? No, she tried fighting it out. I actually could have gotten and helped her in time, but she decided to go for it. Her call.
Potential is limitless.
On the upside, I have enough for the injuries now. Run back and grab that real fast. Don't go the injuries. Dun, 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 dun. Thinking.
More. I can be so much more.
You could.
By force.
Yep, got your flashes.
I am in control.
Works for me. That's cooked him. I really need to go back and buy, because I'm missing a lot of potential damage, but we're getting this mid turret, so. Listen. No, really injuries. I was thinking about death cap, but I can't really justify a second item death cap. What's that again? And she gets away. That's unfortunate, but 1 for 3 is a good trade. Worth noting for everyone at home, it's not worth using Syndra's E on major objectives like Dragon or Baron. I had to think of how to phrase that one. It's a source of damage, but it's not a major source, and the cooldown is more important to have up than it is to just like do like less than 1% of that objective's HP. Actually, they're not really stacking MR at all. Huh. Okay, maybe I can get a third item death cap. Let's go back for a large rod then. So I would suppose at this point, dealing with Vladimir and whatever else his team comp is pretty much kiting back. Syndra's stun lets her be a threat, especially to people like him who go in and then like need to do the puddle. Like they either have to puddle the stun, which can be at a bad time, or they eat the stun and try to puddle afterwards. It doesn't work. Hold on. Waka 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 waka.
Easily.
Janna with the sick picks. I do not tank this. Have fun, Ezreal. Happens when you walk into a Syndra with 7 stairs up and you die. That's what happens. Again, he could have pulled while the W was in the air, and that would have been a bit of an issue, but at that point, basically, really good Vlads will look at Syndra's stun combo in the air or coming at them, whatever, they'll pull anticipation. If the timing is good for them and bad for you and you miss the stun, that sucks. But if you can force that window, I'm going to stun you type window on them, and make them decide to pull at a bad time, even if it is to dodge your stun, it really screws Vlad. It is like one of the best ways of just ruining his team fight. It's forcing him to pull something like Syndra. That's the worst time for him. And looking for that, it's looking for those kinds of windows is hard to describe because it's very specific to the situation you're doing, the team comp, etc., etc. So that's a good thought to keep in mind. And as you fight Vlad, you will, I would say, learn to look for those kinds of windows, because leveraging that against him is like one of the best ways of just team fighting Vlad in general. For Syndra especially though, because that's the unique trick she can do, is just threatening people with her stun combo.
By force of will.
I'm so annoyed they got rid of that trick. You used to be able to ward that brush over the wall, but then they changed the mechanics how it worked.
More. I can be so much more.
If you are splitting, but we're not on the inhibitor turrets, so we can't really do anything right now. Her split thread is good, but we're just not on the turrets yet for the split thread to actually be really powerful. I specifically know he has Zhonya's and he's going to be banging on my ultimate, so I'm not going to do anything about that. The rest of the team, he's so overextended, the team can handle it basically. At the very least, I'm killing you. Goodbye. Woo! That was tasty. I will die doing this, but I'm basically a gun battery for CC right now. Ah, he flashed it. I freaking called it. That's fine though. They're down 2 inhibitors. It's a good trade. This flash is down 2. I'll take that. Backing for items can only be optimally done when there's nothing else to do, basically. If your team is pushing and you back for an item, your pressure on the map that you could have is gone. The value of that goes up or down depending on who you are. If you're a split pusher and you back for an item, the team can't push. If you're like a support, that could be bad, could be good. A Janna backing would kind of suck. An Alistar backing would kind of suck. Thresh would suck, but you can also live with it too. Things like that. Basically, you don't want your team to be doing something while the strongest members of that team back for no reason to get items. Because they're going for an item spike even though we're doing a team push. It throws off your whole team power and can cost you advantage. So that's why I criticize myself for not backing that one time to get Leandries and saving potentially 40 seconds of time for like a 5-second wait. This is really economical. Ezreal splitting top. Fun fact, you can't Zhonya's out of Vlad full and dodge CC that hits you at the same time. Dealt with that trick for a lot of 2. Okay, they got over percent caught when 2 nippers are down, so that's the game right here. Ah, my Q didn't drop. But he flashed out, so it didn't really matter. Max range QEs kind of throw me off, because if you're moving in one direction and you try to QE in the opposite direction, you can very quickly move beyond the maximum range. So the Q doesn't drop, but you're hitting the E key like it did drop, and you whiff it. It's purely a player issue. Like, you have to kind of undershoot Syndra's max range Q to compensate. Which is basically why the stun didn't fire right there, because I didn't compensate. I was doing a max range instead of like 80%.